Hello, my friends. What we're going to talk about today are spending plans. And my goal with my videos is to help others with the information that I've gained and that has blessed my life and my family. My other goal is to make these videos short and sweet because personally, as a mom of 4 kids and as a business owner and a wife and all the other things I have on my plate, I love to learn information. I love free information. I love good quality information, and I love quick information. I don't have time to sit down and watch, half an hour videos. So my goal is to keep them short and sweet, give you the information, and let you move on. So today we're going to talk about spending plans. If you haven't watched the video about tracking your expenses, you need to watch that one, and also watch the one about tithing. Those are our 2 foundations of any sort of financial plan: is tithing and giving and tracking your expenses. So watch those videos, make sure you understand what those things are, and find a way to get started on those. Once you are giving and you are tracking your spending, tracking your income and your outgo, but especially your outgo, your spending, the next step is to develop a spending plan. Now, you hear the word budget a lot. A lot of people hate the word budget. It turns them off. That makes them not want to do it. It sounds restricting. I like to use the word spending plan. I'll let you in on a little secret. It's pretty much the same thing. However, a lot of people think budgets are restrictive. A lot of people think budgets tell you what you cannot do. And so by calling it a spending plan, we're going to shift our mindset, and we're going to think about it as a plan to spend our money, because we're going to spend money. We have to. And money is worth nothing if you don't spend it. Think about that for a minute. If you have $1 and you don't use it, it's not worth anything until you exchange it for something of greater value to you, right? So we call it a spending plan because it's a plan for how you're going to spend your money. You are going to get money and you're going to spend it. So let's make a plan ahead of time on how we're going to spend it. Okay? I like to do it backwards. A lot of people set up their plan, or if you like the word budget, you can use the word budget. They set up their plan for the month, and then they try to spend according to the plan. I'm going to ask you to do something different. You've been tracking your expenses, hopefully for a month or 2 or 3. 3 is good. It gives us a good small picture of your finances. It captures a lot of periodic expenses, things that come up not on a normal monthly basis, just things that pop up. 6 months is even better, but 3 months is great. So take a look at your spending habits, and I want you to create a spending plan based on what you want it to be. Not based on your income, not what you think that it needs to be or what it should be. I want you to set up a spending plan based on what you want it to be. And then after you do that, we'll talk about turning around and making that plan work within your income. The reason I have you do it backwards is I use myself as a fantastic, horrible example. I was so good at creating budgets, but my husband and I were so lousy at staying within the budget. And the reason was I made a budget based on our income. Our income was very small. He was a full-time student, part-time at work. I worked part-time, and we had a baby, and she was in childcare. And anyway, our income was small. And I would create these budgets based on our income, and then we'd always overspend. For example, in the budget there was no room for clothing budget, so I did not budget money for clothing. Well, I had a baby that needed clothes. My husband and I would occasionally need a pair of new shoes or a new coat, or even a new towel for the bathroom, which isn't clothing, but kind of same idea. But I didn't have it in the budget, but we'd have to buy it anyway. It was a need. And so we'd always blow our budget, and I'd get so discouraged. And I'd get so frustrated, and then I'd get mad. Budgets don't work, and it's so restrictive, and it's telling me what I can't do. And yeah, so don't create a spending plan based on your income right now. I want you to do it backwards. What I want you to do is I want you to create a spending plan based on what you want it to be. Now, we're not creating a spending plan as if you were a millionaire. Okay, that will come later. I just want you to create a spending plan based on your family. For example, say you think that you need to spend $800 on groceries and $100 on food, and you'd like to put away $100 a month for Christmas so that when Christmas comes you'll have money ready. I'm just throwing out some examples. You know that your kids get invited to birthday parties, so every month you want to budget $20 for a birthday gift. And I'm just making these numbers up, don't use mine. So create the spending plan according to what you think it needs to be. After you do that, we will go back and we'll revisit it to make sure that it works within your income.